Hey y'all, welcome back to the Clancy Family Homestead. Today I am out in my start of my orchard because the deer have decided within the last week that my apple trees taste delicious. They have caused quite a bit of damage, especially on these two trees, which are my smaller trees, but they have started to damage some of my bigger ones as well. The one behind me here has like just a couple leaves left. I think, although it is very damaged, I think it will come back. I think it will come back in the spring as long as we prevent any further damage. Same with this one, they've all got just ends bit off right now, all over, all of them do. The big ones, they look better, but they're also a lot bigger, and so the deer can't get the higher leaves and higher branches without, staying on their back legs, which they will do from time to time. But we're gonna get these fenced in today. I have fencing left over from our last house. We took a bunch of our garden fencing. The fence is about 5 feet tall, which for the most part will prevent the deer from getting in here. They can jump 5-foot fencing, they can jump 6-foot fencing. Really, you need an 8 to 10 foot tall fence to keep deer out, but it is a good deterrent. The deer just recently started kind of working their way through here. We always had deer in our backfield, especially in the evening, but in the last week or so, we started seeing them up closer. They'll be in the grassy area here. There's like 2 deer that come through here, and that's enough to do this much damage. And so we just need to get them fenced in so that it keeps them out. If that's not enough, height wise, then we can add wire on top or flags, things to prevent them from getting in. I had 5-foot fencing in my last house and for the garden, and never had deer get into the garden unless we left the gate open or something. They never seem to jump in, so I'm not super concerned about them jumping in. There's plenty of other resources here. They've got plenty to pick from, but they're making their way through these apple trees. This was the first one damaged, then this one started getting damaged, and then we noticed these 2 were as well. So we want to address the issue now before it gets any worse. I don't want to lose these trees. They certainly were not cheap. And it also just delays me being able to get fruit from these. These 2 trees I knew would be a couple more years than the bigger trees because they're smaller, they're younger trees. But I still want to get fruit from them eventually, so let's get them fenced in. All right, that was surprisingly easy to get 6 T-posts in. I mean, it's still physical work. I'm still out of breath, but we have super rocky soil, and somehow, by some miracle, I don't think I hit like any rocks. They all went in super easy, which was crazy. Like every other place we've put T-posts in, it's like hit a rock, move it, hit a rock, move it, hit a rock, move it. They're constantly hitting rocks. We have very rocky soil here. I'm gonna go get the fencing in a second. Probably gonna need a couple rolls here. I don't really know how long the rolls are because we just rolled them up, tore them out of our old garden and rolled them up. So I don't think they're full length. If they are, they're 100 feet, but maybe I have 50 feet sections. I don't know. I think I have all 100-foot sections, but I know we ruined some of them. I can only find giant zip ties that we have, which are ginormous. So I'm only going to use a couple. It doesn't have to be, this isn't going to be a permanent fence. This is just to get through until spring, when we will probably continue this fence around the garden space as well. So we'll take down one side of it anyways to open it up for the garden. But we'll see. We'll see what we do. But I'm gonna use these like 18-inch zip ties for now. Yeah, 18-inch. All right, so I grabbed the fencing. There's one roll. The other roll is unrolled because in trying to bring it over here, I unrolled it accidentally. So I'm gonna start in one corner and just kind of work my way down. I'll zip tie it to that corner, pull it. It's not gonna look perfect. There's gonna be overlap because I don't think I need both of these rolls completely. Probably, I don't know, maybe they won't be overlapped, but I'm pretty sure there will be. My kids were trying to scare me as I was getting the fencing out of the barn. Little boogers were making like owl noises, trying to scare me. Last night, as I was getting chicken feed out of the barn, my son came up behind me. I was scooping the feed. My son came up behind me silently and grabbed my shoulders and said, "Hello." Scared me half to death. So I'm gonna get him back at some point. Let's get this fence done though. Well, I lied. I'm gonna probably need 3 or 4 rolls, not 2. this one didn't even go all the way down. So I think I have 50-foot sections, not 100 foot, or at least the first one wasn't 100 foot. So I'm gonna connect to this one that I already have rolled out. I'm gonna steal the children and have them help me because I can't do this by myself, and roll it all the way around and come across here. I won't have a good way to access in here without cutting zip ties or undoing zip ties, at least for now, but it is September 30th. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of grass growth at this point. I think this is probably fine for the year mowing wise. So I don't think we'll have to get in here until spring. And again, I'm gonna probably open up that whole side anyways and fence in with my garden, which will have a gate to allow, we'll have a gate that'll allow the tractor in, the lawnmower, things like that. So keep working on it. It is all fenced in. What started out as what I thought would be 2 rolls ended up as 4. I mean, there's some extra on the end. And I zip tied the roll of the extra to the post so that, or to the other fence, so that I don't want to cut it because we're gonna, again, open that side up and extend it. This definitely could have been tightened, pulled harder. But I'll do that in the spring with my husband, have him help me pull everything. It's hunting season, so in New York. So my husband goes hunting every evening after work, and then on the weekends it's every morning and evening, and so I don't get a lot of help from him. He has done everything and more than what I've asked of him before hunting season started. You'll never hear me complain about him hunting because he doesn't complain about my craziness with all my animals and everything else, so he deserves his thing. This is my thing, that's his thing, and we support each other. But in the spring, I'll get his help to kind of tighten these fences and straighten them out, put some more T-posts in too. I just wanted to get this up today so that the deer stop destroying the trees and so we don't lose them. Today's video was actually supposed to be an Azure pickup. Our pickup was supposed to be Sunday originally, then it got delayed to Monday, and then it got delayed indefinitely. They really weren't sure when it was coming. While I was doing this, I got a text or an email that it's coming today at 4:30, so I will be doing that this afternoon instead of going and sitting. I was gonna go hunting this afternoon, but that's not gonna happen now. I'll get this video uploaded for you guys, and I'll see you guys back on Friday with my Azure pickup video. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Remember, we're growing today for a better tomorrow. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.